Yes, I know it's been a week since I last did a video involving Overwatch, but here we go. It's a theory I have. It's going to be detailed and it's going to be multi-part, so sorry about that. Also, this is going to be out of order. Sorry for having it to be sloppy. I apologize for this being recorded on the phone and no special editing skills. Who am I, the game theorist? It's just a theory. Anyway, here we go. I might not play Overwatch, but boy do I want to. Believe me, I'm trying to save money so that I can spend money on video games right now. I might just say Blizzard has come up with a very complex story of Overwatch. This will be my theory. How the story of Overwatch will play out is so let's look at the characters and see how it will play out. First, we have Tracer, the speedy, bubbly young cadet who has been a surprise for all of the fan plays on anything that she does. Reaper, the terrorist now involved with Talon, bent on killing any Overwatch agents. Winston, the gorilla seen in Recall, and arguably the smartest character in Overwatch. Torbjorn, the mechanically savvy small guy, wanting to kill anything with a mind attached to them. Mercy, the medic expert playing off of her real name of Angela. Reinhardt, the most Thanos-like of all the characters. Soldier 76, former leader of Overwatch, now vigilante. McCree, the guy most like my brother that he might as well be. May, the only person who survived being cryogenically frozen in the ice for 9 years. And Genji, a Shimada clan linked member who joined to save his skin because his brother tried to kill him. And these are just the people involved in Overwatch, the organization. Then we had the people linked to other things. Symmetra, the corporation employee. Farah, the soldier for security for just wanting to follow in her mother's footsteps. Hanzo, the guy who killed his brother or tried to. Widowmaker, a person kidnapped by Talon to become a sleeper agent. Zenyatta, an Omnic that claimed to have found a soul among with other Omnics. Zarya, a spy set out to find a person who threatened the leader of her country. Junkrat, a peg-legged crazy guy who just claims to hold the treasure. Roadhog, the bodyguard of Junkrat. D.Va, the gamer of the characters to get the attention of the male population of Overwatch fans. There's no affiliated characters. Bastion, the giant killer robot who is comfortable with nature. Lucio, the guy who just wants people to dance. And people being added in. The ones most likely to actually change my theories and hypotheses. They are Ana, the Overwatch sniper, presumed dead, and mother of Farah. Sombra, the living embodiment of WikiLeaks. Orisa, the robot just wanting to be like Baymax. Doomfist, the guy with the golden glove. And the newest character, Moira, the most anime-like. When it comes down to it, the timeline of Overwatch is sketchy. We don't have a precise dating timeline in Overwatch from who served in what year to when Winston pressed a button. From what we know, the creators of Overwatch, they say that the timeline takes place in the mid-2070s, so I can conclude that it was around 2076 because it couldn't be exactly the middle, like 2075. That would mean like the older members like Reinhardt, Soldier 76, or Reaper, and Ana would either be born today or are almost born in our real world. Because the Omnic Crisis takes place 25 years after the events take place, let's just make that to be 2051. What is the Omnic Crisis, you might ask? The Omnic Crisis is said to be events of Bastions and OR-14s killing off humans. Dang it, Boston Dynamics. Then Overwatch steps in. Overwatch was made to be like a UN peacekeeping military, which eventually collapsed to some infighting between itself and its covert operations unit, Blackwatch. Overwatch being led by Soldier 76, Jack Morrison, and Blackwatch being run by Reaper, Gabriel Reyes. What caused the Omnic Crisis? From what I could collect from Overwatch stories, it was either advanced AI or something more powerful than the Omnic, where the Omnic monk Zenyatta said he felt like he had a soul. I'm not making this up. In the screenshot, it states that Zenyatta says that he possessed a soul. Meanwhile, in Torbjorn's story, it says that he felt untrustworthy of Omnics, a deep mistrust of sentient robot intelligence. So, which is it? Well, I've been searching on the theory involving Junkrat and information that he could have. a theory and a theory. Meta. What is this theory? It's Junkrat's treasure is more informational than physical. Let me look at this theory. Sorry about the shakiness. The theory goes that when Junkrat became Junkrat, it was from a sort of PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, from a battle with the Omnics in his native Australian outback that caused him to go crazy, but in that very battle, he found the secret to the Omnics and what makes them tick. Take a look at the page here from an Overwatch comic called Wasted Land, the origin story of how Junkrat employed Roadhog as a bodyguard. He's obviously being threatened, blah 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 blah, and he's being threatened more, blah 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 blah. Basically, what they found out is that they feel like he has a treasure. However, you look at both of these photos, he does not ever say the word treasure. Sure, he could describe what he found as treasure, but it wouldn't be more physical treasure, but more informational treasure. More specifically, would that make information that makes sense of how Omnics work and behave. This is made more sense when you listen to Junkrat's interaction with Hanzo. Where did you hide your treasure? You could hardly have it on your person. Treasure? Sure, I don't know anything you're talking about. Then there's the reaction of the Temple of the Anubis map with Reaper and Junkrat. Where did you find it there, Rat? No idea what you're saying, mate. In terms of talking about this theory, we can determine that Junkrat might have found out the full extent of Omnics and how they work, whether it is Omnics being like humans or following programming until a glitch happened. However, he could figure that out. I need to talk about it in a later video. And just know that this is important. Something really important is determined to know what is going on. What is going on right now? Winston pressed a button to bring back Overwatch. When he did so, Tracer immediately called him. From there, we can determine that the battle in the museum took place because of the battle that took place there. In other shorts, both Shamadas talked to each other, and Genji said the world is changing again, showing he knows about the recall. May is woken up from Winston issuing to join him, and Torbjorn's daughter said that Winston's message wasn't meant for you, to Reinhardt. So what does this all mean? Something is happening in the background that we just can't see yet. In the comics, we are given hints. In the comic Binary, we can see Torbjorn, the staunch anti-Omnic mechanic, retrieve Bastion, but for what purpose is never, ever explained. We just have information that Torbjorn now has Bastion and Ganymede, his bird. In the other, Masquerade, we are given the ending where Talon council members sit at a table in their costumes with Doomfist saying, "We have a war to start." So clearly, something is going on. I will be able to explain that in another video. Next time, we will discuss Talon, what the members of Talon are fighting for, and where Sombra fits into all of this. That is the end of this video.